You've got the Amazons, the Whole Foods, rideshare companies. You clearly have something very unique, and I like the social purpose of it as well. So how do you stay ahead of it? How do you and your co-founder really think about, future-proofing your business?
One of the ways that we do it is we make sure we're connecting with our executive team, kind of to work on the business rather than in the business quite regularly. You don't always have the luxury of doing that with the team in the early days, but I suggest people at least spend 60 to 90 minutes a week to work on the business. Go to a different spot. If you can go to a coffee shop or go to a cabin or go wherever it is and think about that question that you're asking me, Jerome. So we're fortunate that we have a little bit of time and space to kind of think about that. We're also, we've been in this game for a little while now, and we're also on the kind of creation of the food trend now versus the reception of the food trend, or the follower in the food trend. So we're thinking about, okay, what food trend do we think actually makes the most sense for our customers in the coming 12, 24, 36 months. So that's kind of a fun game to be playing, and because of the scale that we have, we're able to affect that. I think the other thing is massive connection to what our customers are saying, both literally and also kind of the underlying problems that they're currently facing or describing. So if you take convenience as an example, I think people will want things to be more convenient in the future, no matter what. So how do we continue to listen to that customer kind of pain point and invest in convenience in different ways? And that's part of the daily reflection, but also a lot of work at those kind of work on the business offsites that we talk about every quarter. So for us, what we think the future looks like from a meal perspective and meal solution perspective is today, a lot of the ingredients that we have are raw. It takes anywhere from 10 to 45 minutes to get something on the plate. We have price points ranging from $7.99 a meal up to $40 a meal. So you can do, from kids meal to Valentine's Day and kind of everything in between. And for the current product, it's really about enjoying that time in the kitchen, having whole foods on your plate, and being proud of what you've accomplished. There's a hybridization in our minds that is currently happening and will continue to kind of trend based on that convenience piece. So for us, it means more prepared options, more kind of quasi-prepared options where customers can take another 5 or 10 minutes off of their weeknight meal prep. So that's kind of one of the things that we think is coming in the future and we're investing against. Obviously, the whole tech stack around how do you integrate some AI functionality into that. So getting to know our customers better and personalizing what they're ordering is also a big kind of fundamental pillar that we're investing in. And then in the food industry specifically, there's still so much waste. I think sustainability is something that continues to be good for customers, good for business, good for the planet. So how do we take waste out of the supply chain? How do we take packaging out of the supply chain? How do we invest in better quality produce or proteins for customers that ultimately don't cost them that much more money, if at all? So those are the big things that we think about and how we're trying to create the future and be part of a bigger future.